Hey guys, so the skull spells are finished today. It's Wednesday night at the moment, and they're done for this month. So I'm gonna have more time, to take other spell work and also to make audios, hopefully. So today I wanted to talk about the most important topic in magic, and that is how magic really works and how important it is to follow the instructions. Now, I want you to know that I'm not saying these things to amuse myself or anything like that, as I always say. I'm telling you all of this and repeating you all of this because I want you to succeed. That is my wish. I actually want you to succeed with the least time possible and the least amount of spells possible. Yeah, because that's how it should be. However, I am aware that it's hard, especially if it's a love matter and especially if, you got your heart broken, and it's perfectly normal to feel needy and desperate after a heartbreak. Let's not kid ourselves. Nobody feels good after they break up with someone. That's just not how it works. Nobody will be, oh, whatever, I'm fine. That doesn't exist. Okay, unless there's something, you know, emotionally wrong with the person, which is possible, but we are not talking about those cases. So basically, it's normal that you're not feeling okay, but it's important for you to get out of this victim mentality as much as possible. And I'm not saying that you have to be like 100% great, amazing, and never think about the person. Some people take the instructions the wrong way. So the idea is not for you to forget about them or move on from them. The idea is just to stop being desperate and needy. And this means simply, still wanting the person, absolutely, but not needing them, not thinking that you have to have them or your life is ruined, because that's not realistic. You have to be realistic with yourself, and when you're in high vibration, you can see things as they are and not like everything's black and everything's negative and everything's bad. And you can't live with this one person, although you have lived before you even met this person and you were just fine. And you can live after that as well. And you need to kind of accept that and realize that, because you're afraid to accept that, because you're afraid that if you accept the fact that, yeah, you can move on from this person, you can have a life without this person, you can, have someone else, you can be happy, you can be a whole person. You're afraid that means that the person is never coming back, and that is not the case. It's actually the opposite. So we talk a lot about energies, and I'm not gonna waste your time with that now, because you get the whole energy speech in the instructions with the spell. And this is how energies work. These are facts, these are scientific facts. I did not make any of this up. I've learned everything. I am very science based witch. I combine science with my magic. Yes, I also combine psychology with my magic. It's very important. All of these things are very important. Magic is a combination of a lot of things, as I always say. And for it to work, it needs to be this combination, or it will not work, or it will not work the way you want to, or it will work short term, or you will get some movement but not the full manifestation. So this is why I have instructions. And I think that every real practitioner will always say that magic can't work if you are in an obsessive state, if you are in a needy state. And this is just a fact. And if you look, even if you don't believe me or other casters that are also preaching this, you can just look in any forum or whatever, where there are people that are witches, but that only work for themselves, that only perform spells for themselves, that are not like a practitioner for clients. And they will talk about the same thing, because every person that knows how to work magic, either for themselves only or also for others, doesn't matter, knows this fact. It's a fact. So I'm not giving you instructions and telling you these things because, it amuses me. That's not why I do it. I do it because it works and I want your spell to work. And would I be spending so much of my free time for free trying to explain these things if they were not facts and if I was not sure this is how it works? Would I be? I wouldn't be, right? And trust me, I'm not a person that's bored, that has a lot of free time. I have very little, very, very little. And I'm not the person that, like I said, has a lot of free time, is bored, and is just, enjoying making audios for fun. Not at all. That's absolutely not me. I'm only doing this to help you, and I'm actually spending the little free time that I have doing this. I have no profit from this. I am only emphasizing this because I want you to understand that I'm doing this to help. I'm doing this because it works. I'm doing this because I want you to succeed. And that's the only reason. So think about, why would I try so hard to talk about these things if they weren't actually true? And if you look at my reviews, and I work with beautiful people only, I don't take a lot of clients, and the ones that I do are, amazing. Okay. Because I love to be surrounded with nice energies. When I perform work with someone, I want to feel pleasant doing it. I don't want to work with negative energies or for bad causes. I never do that. So you can see that they have pretty much each one of them, I'm not sure, but I think like most of them for sure, have actually said how important it is to follow the instructions. They said when they started following the instructions, things started to happen. And that's no coincidence, because before nothing was happening for them. They've changed a bunch of spellcasters before me, as you can see, and there was no movement. And even if some of these spellcasters were legit but did not give them instructions, because that can be the case, still nothing could happen if they were in obsessive mode, if they were in low vibration. And that's just how it is. So they haven't had any results from a bunch of spells and for a long time, and then suddenly when they actually started following the instructions, they got results pretty fast. And that is how it is. And it's simple as that. It is not simple, I know, to follow the instructions and to do the work, but it's very, very necessary. Of course, there are clients that already were in good vibration, that already have worked on themselves, that were working on themselves, that were getting therapy, and then, it was easy for their spells to manifest. Yes, I did have clients like that as well. But a lot of people that I work with are in low vibration, which is understandable, like I said, because that's how we all are after a breakup. And also, a lot of people just didn't know about the importance of these things, didn't even know about vibrations, about how energies work, and all of that. And that's fine. They can learn, absolutely okay. But the thing is that you have to do the work as well. You have to follow the instructions. And this is why I spend so much time on making exercises. Now we have the vibration course, right? With exercises every day. This is why I do it. And yes, I do it for free. Again, would I be doing it for free if I thought, it won't help? Would I be spending my time for free doing it, is what I'm saying? No, I would not. I absolutely would not. But I care about my clients. I care so much, and I only, take a certain number because I want to know who everyone is, know stuff about them. I want to get to know them so I can, connect the best with them and do the best work with them. So my clients are not just numbers for me, they're people, and I care about each one of them and I help as much as I can. And I mean, you guys already know all of that, but I'm making an audio just to say that you have to follow the instructions. You have to do something as well. And if you're just listening to the instructions or just listening to my audios and you're like, yes, she's right, I understand, yeah, but you're not actually doing the stuff I say, it's the same as you're not doing anything and you think you're following the instructions because yeah, you agree with them, but you actually have to do the work. So imagine it like this. If you if you had a medical issue and you would, get certain advice from your doctor about what to eat, what not to eat, to work out or not to work out, and just lots of things, and then you just wouldn't follow any of their instructions, and you would expect to get better. Would that work? No, you would only get worse. You wouldn't get better. So it's the same with this. You have to follow the instructions. I'm sorry, I know it's hard for some of you, but you really have to try, and I'm doing my best to make it as easy as possible. So that's what you need to do. And not only that, but if you actually follow the instructions, if you do the exercises, you're gonna start feeling better. Because when your vibration gets higher, your mood elevates, and you will no longer be anxious, depressed, and not being able to eat, sleep, or focus or anything, and crying all day. You're actually going to start feeling normal again. Wouldn't you like that? I mean, this is so important for you. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And also, patience, guys. Magic doesn't work overnight. It can if you're in a good vibration and if, it's not that hard of a situation. But if it's really a complex situation, if your ex is seeing someone else, it's gonna take time and sometimes a lot of time. So you have a choice to move on, absolutely, and I'm fine with that. Or you have a choice to be patient. So it's up to you, absolutely. But if you choose to, actually invest in this ex coming back, you're gonna have to be patient. You can't expect it to happen overnight if they're with someone else and it's a really complicated situation, or if you made a bunch of mistakes, or something really bad happened. It just can't happen just like that. It's not possible. So it's kind of like if you had cancer and you got treatment and you were expecting for the cancer to completely disappear within a week. Is that realistic? It's not. It's the same way with magic. If something bad happened, it can't be sorted out in a week. So, you know, like I said, it's always your choice. You can always move on. And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not. I'm not convincing anyone to get their ex back. Because some exes are really hard to get back with magic, and some situations are really complicated. But if this is like really what you want, because this is your decision, not mine, I will do my best, but you will also have to follow the instructions and be patient. Okay. So on another note, I will say that magic really can do some stuff that you think are impossible. And I've seen it so many times because I've been doing it for a long time. So nothing is impossible. Almost nothing is impossible. I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you for listening. I hope you're having a great week. Bye.